Well, you know, we've been, what have we been talking about on Sundays for 2 or 3 weeks?
Forgiveness.
Okay. You guys do listen some. Well, I was reading Oswald Chambers, I think just yesterday, the 12th, and what he had to say fit in so well with what I was trying to say last Sunday about who we are and how we function as fallen man, or human nature. So I'm going to read, instead of reading scripture, I'm going to read a devotional from Oswald Chambers. And the scripture he uses is from Mark. When they were alone, he expounded all things to his disciples, and he emphasizes being alone with God, where you can't run away and you can't hide. Okay? Our solitude with him. Jesus does not take us alone and expound things to us all the time. He expounds things to us as we can understand them. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
We're not ready to hear everything he has to say to us at one time, but only as we learn and as we grow. Other lives are parables. God is making us spell out our own souls. It is slow work, so slow that it takes God all time and eternity to make a man and woman after his own purpose. The only way we can be of use to God is to let him take us through the crooks and crannies of our own characters. It is astounding how ignorant we are about ourselves. Did you catch that? Okay. We do not know envy when we see it, or laziness, or pride. Jesus reveals to us all that this body has been harboring before his grace began to work. How many of us have learned to look in with courage? How many have learned to look into your own soul, your own heart, with courage? We have to get rid of the idea that we understand ourselves. It is the last conceit to go. The only one who understands us is God. The greatest curse in spiritual life is conceit, of which we're all guilty. If we have ever had a glimpse of what we are like in the sight of God, we shall never say, "Oh, I am so unworthy," because we shall know we are beyond the possibility of stating it. I have trouble with that one. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what he means with that statement.
Say it again.
Yeah, I'll read it again. Now, maybe you can help me out with it. If we have ever had a glimpse of what we are like in the sight of God, we shall never say, "Oh, I am so unworthy," because we shall know who we are beyond the possibility of stating it. We'll know the depth of our unworthiness to such a point that we can't even.
Wait.
It's so obvious that there's no point in even saying it because it's so obvious.
I misheard you there. Then,
Should I read it again?
please, just that last.
Well, let me go back to the beginning.
It swings the other direction, right, when you think it's going the other way, for me, that's what I was expecting.
If we have ever had a glimpse of what we are like in the sight of God, that's key
Yeah.
to what he's saying. We shall never say, "Oh, I am so unworthy,"
Oh, onward, that's what.
because we shall know we are beyond the possibility of stating it. As long as we are not quite sure that we are unworthy, God will keep narrowing us in until he gets us alone. Wherever there is any element of pride or of conceit, Jesus cannot expound a thing. Okay? There's a barrier. He will take us through the disappointment of a wounded pride of intellect, through disappointment of heart. He will reveal inordinate affections, things over which we never thought he would have to get us alone. We listen to many things in classes, but they are not an exposition to us yet. They will be when God gets us alone over them. So let's pray.